say this is my first video. This is what it looks like with please excuse me. It's very hard to breathe. It's very hard to talk. I'm gonna take it off. I'll talk like this for right now. Having oxygen like forced in, it makes me feel really congested, which is strange. Maybe the distilled water? I don't know. But I've decided to document my life of being diagnosed with many things and finally seeing a naturopath and a functional medicine doctor. And what I have is mold illness, mold growing in my body, mold colonizing my sinuses. But the mold has created things like sleep apnea. So that's why I have this to help me get oxygen when I sleep. A lot of things say this is impossible, like absolutely impossible. But like when I first started like losing my teeth and getting like weird ringing in my ear, or like I could feel something was like wrong with this ear for the longest time. I had an osteopath like have me roll my eustachian tube. Like those are the kinds of things they told me to do to help. But we never got to the root cause. Tons of antibiotics, tons of steroids, which leads me to here in a hotel room. I moved from California to Arizona. Excuse me, thinking, I don't want that to go back down. There's tons of mycotoxins and what comes out of me. And all of this talk is making me very dizzy. So I'm going to end it here. I'm very tired. My first video, I'm going to say all of the things Western medicine diagnosed me with. Chronic inflammation, vestibular migraines, chronic sinusitis, chronic sinus infections. There's pressure all in here, pressure. Ear infections. So I've been given lots of antibiotics and steroids for these things that I didn't really have. Vestibular migraines, sounds like I have that now. Really dizzy, a lot of pressure. And I'm really sensitive to light. I call that photophobia. I did 2 nasal rinses with Xlear grapefruit seed extract. It's supposed to help break up the biofilm that the mold creates in the mold colonization of the sinuses. I took glutathione and activated charcoal today for binders. saying all of it is so tiring. Constant, so what is he diagnosed? Chronic fatigue, chronic pain, chronic sinus stuff, chronic. They didn't give me any chronic, I'll tell you that. I can't smoke. Liver disease. They diagnosed me with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I have barely been able to move for, gosh, almost 2 years now. Yeah. So a lot of muscle atrophy from a sedimentary lifestyle. Because of the inflammation, I swell up so fast. I have this really dry mouth, no matter how much I drink. They diagnosed me with chronic low sodium hyperatremia, something like that. So this water has 1,000 milligrams of sodium in it. So whenever I drink water, if it's a liter or 16.9, I put 1,000 milligrams of sodium in it. I have no idea if that has anything to do with my dry mouth. But they put me on water restriction for the low sodium. So am I dehydrated? Maybe. What other diagnosis? Complex regional pain syndrome. Liver disease. A gut infection called C. diff. I was hospitalized for this. They said that the antibiotics they were giving me, that's, I guess, how, what am I even saying? The mold really affects the brain. What was I saying? With memory. So I take magnesium for memory. I took my magnesium. Diagnoses. That's where I was. So yeah, sinus. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. That's what I got diagnosed with. They still want to do a colonoscopy and an endoscopy, but I've declined that for right now. I'm trying to fix my gut with, like, I think I'll have to talk about that in another video. I'm very tired. I feel so thankful to be in a hotel where I'm not reacting right now. It seems like everywhere I go, I'm allergic. There's so many different types of molds. So they call this mast cell activation, and that's what my body is in. I'm basically allergic to everything. Like, even my hair dye. Like, I can't dye my hair. So I didn't know that. I just thought I was so sensitive. Like, I'd have windows open, but I was developing all these allergies. Malnutrition I was diagnosed with. It's so hard to eat. But then I'm getting fat, so then I got diagnosed with being overweight. Like, I would show myself if I wasn't in bed, but I'm not that overweight. Like, really? And she's like, every pound you lose will be good for your fatty liver. Like, how do I even lose weight? How do I even move? Okay. Kidney disease, that's the other one. But the kidney disease is in a stage that they're not sure about. So they keep checking my osmolality and the blood serum and doing all these urine tests and like CBC panels, blood panels. I pray I'm making sense. But my kidneys are not functioning very good. My gut is really bad. Like, if I don't have diarrhea, I'm constipated. And it's dangerous for me to have the type of diarrhea that C. diff gives you. Yeah, that will wind me up with an IV of fluids and medication really fast. And I don't want to do that. I almost thought about like starting to record this in all of the ERs and the hospitals. Like, I've been to the ER over 18 times just in less than 2 years. Like, that's crazy. And I've gone to different ones thinking, oh, well, you know, maybe this other ER could hear me. I mean, I've been diagnosed, they're like, you can't breathe. I was diagnosed with sinus infections mainly, so right here, it hurts so bad. So now that I've had a CT scan, and I've seen an ENT right here, there's a polyp, and it's filled with pus inside of my eustachian tube, right? This tube that goes from your ear to your nose. So it's on that side. And then so this whole eardrum, like I can't hear out of this ear, it's always full. I can go. Okay, I did it lightly, and this one will pop, but this one will never pop. I don't know what that means. I know that I go see the ENT at UCSF on the 3rd of December. I really want him to just do a fungal swab. I'm pretty sure I have mold colonization, and our Western doctors just, they don't have education in this, and I think that's another reason why it's important for me to document this. Like, if this can help anybody, I pray it does. I pray it does. Mold illness is real. Me personally, what came back in my urine mycotoxin panel, I had it done at Any Lab Now in Arizona, and I had, and I still have, black mold. The starts with an S, and penicillium, the one that starts with an O, Acaturine A or something. Those are really high, and those all are really toxic. So that's what lives in my body. That's what I'm gonna be trying to get out of my body. That is my prayer. My prayer is that I can help this body detox and heal. And maybe while I video it, like, if anybody thinks they can't, like, there's been so many times I'm just like, I'm done, I'm dead. There's no more me, and I have more hope today. There are days that are really depressing, but right at this moment, I have more hope. And trust. I just got a text from a sweet, sweet, sweetheart of mine. I love her so much. Anyway, I want to live. I'm 44. I thought I had at least 20 more years. Now I'm not so sure. I mean, if life's gonna be like this, then I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here with me on this journey.